Me, Zachary is, and I'm going to talk about the video that happened in Spring Valley High School with a senior, and she was not a little girl. She was probably 17 to 18 years old. She was little for her size, but she was um, up almost adult, or probably is adult. Okay, I'm going different angles about what happened with Ben Fields. I do feel that he could be a racist, but I'm going on different angles. And I'm gonna also bring up a lot about the Don Lemon. Okay, let me go. Don Lemon only said that we need more information about the situation. I don't know why everybody's all tripping about Don Lemon. I don't see nothing cooning about that. I want to know all the sides, regardless. Just one little incident they throw in. I just want to know because the whole idea was this woman, little girl, woman, what you want to call it, because she was 19, 18, a senior year, that she that smart to be in the senior class, okay? And being young. She would not come up. It was an African-American descendant man who was a teacher, and he asked her to leave. She would not leave. They had to get the white officer, and I'm like I say, the white officer grabbed her and dragged her on there. So it's more to the story because why, besides, and it's very wrong what he did, but at the same time, I had to say that the young lady, she should have went along with the program and say, look, I'm in school, let me follow the rules since I don't want to do my schoolwork, let me get out the classroom like I'm supposed to, because it would all been avoided if she had done that, okay? You can call me a coon, you can call me Uncle Tom, I don't care. And I'm going to bring up a couple of videos months ago. Remember about the little Mexican, Hispanic Latino kid in Arizona calling the brother, the light skin, kind of camera light skinned brother in Arizona, a nigger. Okay, he slammed him down, which is I had defended him for doing that. I'm glad he did slam him down. I don't care if the dude was 13 years old. He had no business. Now, I'm not for corporal punishment. But some of these almost adult kids, because that's what teenagers are, think they can come up to an adult and try to fight somebody and try to buck up to them and do some wrong, okay? So I'm sorry, I don't believe in paddling, but if you want to fight a grown person, you deserve to get your ass whooped. I'm sorry to say, like I say, by the grown person. I ain't talking about paddling, whooping, I'm talking about actually self-defense, okay? Even though the little boy didn't come up, at 13-year-old who almost, the next couple of years, be a grown man, and before 18 years old, almost to adulthood, okay? Because 18, I do believe you're grown. Okay, we're about 21, y'all make the laws. When I turn 18, I pray and say, thank you, Jesus, I'm grown, okay? I do believe when you turn 18, I don't care if you are very young, you're still grown. It's your time to grow up and stop being a child, okay? Point is, this young woman would not get up the classroom. The brother, who's a teacher, told her to get out the classroom. She wouldn't. So they had to get a white racist cop, okay? And I said that, yeah, he was wrong for dragging her. But if she would have did like she was supposed to, this all would not have happened, okay? And yes, okay, then also too about her friend defending her. Now, I disagree with her, the fact that he arrested her, because all she did was stop what the F you doing to her. That's wrong. That's freedom of speech. She got arrested for that. But I'm getting tired of these kids because I'm going to my situation. I went to a predominantly Latino school with some African American descendant kids, okay? And white folks was the minority. It was shocked because in the 80s where I grew up, in the 80s, I went to all the schools, that district or that side of I was from, the southeast of Harris County, were predominantly white. And later on became the predominantly Latino, and a lot of white folks moved out, okay? So it was just number mostly Latino and African American, and white folks was the majority. Even though that we mix in between, like myself, I'm not just black. I'm also black, mix of black, white, and American. And I do was at the time identify, especially my middle school year, identify with my multiracial roots. And there was other mixed race people here, but the school district did not. It was an HISD, was not HIG. They did not respect multiracial identity, so they classify whatever how they want to classify you. So that's what happened. Okay. So, and so my school is a lot of gangsters, okay? It was a mixture of black and white, Latino classified, should I say. None of us of those groups, majority folks in that time, because I know a lot of white folks who mixed with Native American. They weren't pure white, they were part Native American, with something else, and maybe got some black in them and some Mexican in them as well. It was classified, those groups. So, Latinos are racially mixed. They mix up, even though me deny the black part, but me more mixture of the black and the American white, okay? Spaniard, it's white, okay? From Spain, European, okay? So the point is, they had a lot of the gangsters, and mostly Mexican, okay? A lot of the gangsters who are mostly Latino or black, and some white in between, was gangsters at the time. It was back in the 90s. We had to have, my school principal was Chicano, with a southern accent, did not speak too much Spanish, okay? He had to get police officers because these kids was acting out of wild. They were trying to buy into the black and brown stereotypes of being a gangster back in the 90s. Okay, even though I admit I wasn't. I mean, my grandparents wouldn't tolerate it, but even I thought about becoming a gangster not for just to be an outlaw. It's because I was getting bullied by all three of the races, regardless what color who was, and I felt that if I go to the other side of town, the Houston area or Harris County somewhere, I can join the gang. So in case something happened, we go get the dog, for protection and revenge. That's only because you call laws. All they want to do is eat up donuts and not do nothing, especially the white, black, white, Hispanic, whatever, classify black, white, especially I say because I don't believe in one drop of blood quantum. That's all, they say monoracial false identities, but those who identify as black or white, Hispanic, would not do their doggone job. Especially, I'm sorry to say, some of the White House wouldn't do their doggone job unless something go down. That's when they want to do something. Okay, so that's the reason why at the time I wanted to become a gangster. So back in the 90s, we had cops. Okay, I remember my grandparents that back in the day we didn't come in with those cops. Okay, we had cops. Okay, and that the many times we had the cops. And when I was in middle school, it was mostly white. I already saw one Hispanic cop, a black identified cop, should I say. Then later on, it was mostly Hispanic, Latino, sometimes white, a few times African American descent, but you know what I'm saying? And they had to, when I was in ninth grade, the cops, they was cool. Or the Hispanic cops, they was young too, they was cool. They wasn't no rowdy cop, and you can talk to them, or you in trouble, you can talk, they can understand. But if you did something wrong, they will talk, deal with you, okay? And so that's when I was, and I never got in trouble. They knew I was a good young student. I wasn't no troublemaker or nothing. If I got into something, they was ready to help me out, whatever. The two Hispanic cops, I remember between 20 years ago, excuse me, when I was 36. So. But they had to stop these gangsters. My principal, who's Latino or who's Chicano at the time, I don't know if he's still living. He was an older man. Sorry to say that, he was an older man. And he had a southern accent from the West Texas because he told me I speak more Spanish than he do. His wife told me that as well. He had to get a zero tolerance program to get all them thugs and gangsters and cholos out of our school so we can actually learn something and graduate. Okay, he was trying to not be like no Lino May. Okay, so now we have in 2015 we have this same doggone problem we had back when I was coming up, and Lino May happened in the 80s. But when I grew up in the 90s, it was in high school and I graduated in 98. Okay, as I look back as a grown man, 36, I look at some of the things that I thought that was, was okay. Now I disagree with some of the things, whatever. And as you get older, because it won't be long, I'll be 40 years old. And even though I don't have no kids, when I send my kids to public school, I would send them to parochial school. It's a different story. I will. That's exactly the homeschooler. But point is, I would not want, some of the kids were destructive in school. They wanted to fight. They wanted to be bullied. They wanted to gang bang. They wanted to shoot up, play with we had dogs sniff cars, sniff the lockers to order find out there was not only drugs but gunpowder. And they also checked gunpowder in the cars in the parking lot where the students would park their cars. Yes. Okay. So the point is, the kids, and I know like in 2000s, they start to change, like make folks wear uniforms and stuff like that. Back then I was against it, but maybe probably because when I went to Job Corps, I had to, I graduated high school, but I went to Job Corps at 24 years old. We had to use uniform. I had to get used to it. Okay, I did not like it, but I had to get used to it, and they don't want to burn it. I still got my uniform here somewhere, but anyway. Point is, we had to have cops, and we knew, but at the time, even though we had gangsters, some of them thugs and gangster cholos knew the cops do something, you better run. You better follow the law, okay? You will get arrested. There will no no ifs, ands, or buts. You didn't want to get out, they will deal with you, okay? So that's why I'm coming. It's not about no cooning. It's about, because when I grew up, we had some students like this young lady here, okay, and worse. But they had to get down and dirty, to get you out the classroom, get you out the school, get you arrested, or whatever, okay? So now I'm 36 years old, that's like 16, 20 years ago, and I'm looking at this tape. Now, I was hurt by this white man pulling the sister and dragging her down, but at the same time, I remember when I was coming up, we had students like that, black, brown, or white, okay? Classified. And some of them would act ghetto, gangster, cholo, whatever, would not try to get out the classroom. They had to get down and dirty to get you. Now, they wasn't that extreme, but they had to get you. But at least in my generation, we knew if a cop tells you, hey, get out and do what you gotta do, you gotta keep it moving. Don't try to argue with them, don't try to fight with them, don't try to be, but some of these youngsters, some of my age and younger, and that woman's age, they thinking that they can just go against the law and not care about it. Now, I was scared, I'm scared of, the law, I want to become a cop myself. I'm scared of the doggone law, okay? That's why, I'm for the Black Lives Movement, because we don't want no rowdy cops. But at the same time, we can't have no rowdy citizens who just think they can do anything they want to, go against the law, and nothing to be done to them, okay? So that's the whole reason why I kind of have different angles about this situation. I had to defend on them, because I want to know why, besides this white man pulling the police officer, pulling the student, why this young lady would not obey the brother, if you want to be Afrocentric, the brother who's a teacher's command. If you don't want to learn nothing in school, at 17, where I'm from in Texas, I think 17, you can drop out. If you don't want to learn that in school, and you're in seniors, I'm assuming you're 18, because I was 18 when I was a senior. 17 years old, 18, you can get your behind out of school and go out in the world. And when you get older, you realize you made a big mistake. Don't try to mess it up for other students who's trying to learn something so they can be something out there, okay? So ain't about no cooning, ain't about no the coon train mess. It's being real, okay? Because I grew up, I'm serious, in the night before this little girl came in the world, who's now a grown woman. Before she came in this world, I grew up and I saw students like those folks, like her, would not want to get up, want to be bad, want to go against authority, want to fight a teacher. Now, I understand, I will say this, there was some teachers, even I had to tell some teachers off who would be rude to me, because I believe in mutual respect. Well, you respect me, I respect you, because regardless I'm adult or a child, we both are human beings. But when you want to get rowdy and want to be and all you have to do was do what you was told, and you want to fight and argue, like, for example, not only this woman who would want to go out of the classroom, but the little Latino Pocho dude down in Arizona who want to call somebody a nigger at 13 years old and want to fight a brother, and that brother, that count a light brown skinned brother, whatever he was, I don't know, he probably like he was lying at me. But anyway, he bald head, he was buff, he just boom, pushed him to the side like he deserved it, and the mama gonna talk about, I want him, he went against, I want to pass Charlie because he did it because he was the N-word. Words like the N-word, WBICK word, and all the other racial slurs are a very harsh word and has power. I don't understand what do we live in? Do you think words like the N-word and SPIC and WBICK and all the other ones are not offensive? I don't know what world she live in, but she's a minority herself. She ain't white herself. She a brown Latino woman. Got some Negro blood on her family tree down there in Costa Chica. Now I said Costa Rica. Costa Chica is right there in West Mexico, or Acapulco and Guerrero, Oaxaca, where most Afro-Mexican folks live at, and also Veracruz. Someone out her family tree is related to the long folks. Let's tell it like it is, okay? And she want to act like, well, she shouldn't. No. Your son should have never been instructed in classroom and called somebody a nigger. Nobody's just like, you don't want to be called the BICK word or SPIC word. You had a business call somebody a nigger. Okay? Let's get that straight. It's called both ways. I'm getting tired of this hypocrisy. But the sister here, she should have got up and did what like she told. Okay? And maybe the white racist cop would never have done that. I'm getting very tired. Okay? The same thing I said about defending the kids over there at the Bikini, Texas, okay? But at the same time, I said, the sister, if she would just went and left and not argue with that white racist cop, he would not drag her by her braids and slang her down. Of course, I agree. If she was a pure little white girl, it would, because she was a little girl, because she was 14, the one at McKinney, Texas. this would not go down. So I agree with that, but at the same time, it goes both ways. The right racist cops should not be racist. If you don't want to be, if you don't want to work at serving the public, and it's actually what you're doing as a cop, you should not be working as a cop. I don't care what cut, but I see we have the Ku Klux Klan trying to infiltrate the doggone police for the FBI. Found that out, and there's no lie about that. You know that's the truth. Okay, they don't need to be working in the police force. I'm glad Anonymous.com, whatever it's called, is trying to reveal. Y'all looked it up. Reveal the KKK and who they belong to. That's good. I want to find out who they are because I want them near me, and I definitely want to vote for them, and I want them part of my doggone police forces. I pay taxes. I do work. Hello. Point is, okay. At the same time, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be throwing my people on the bus, but at the same time, I remember growing up with kids like that who would not want to be moved out, okay? Teacher tell you to go, you don't want to go, what did I do? You know what I'm saying? You know what you did wrong, and it wasn't 100% pure white man who was a teacher. It was a brother. Okay? A person I can really say. And she would not respect that brother, okay? And so that's why I had to look at a different angle, because I understand they said the dude, like I do have to agree with Lovey T on this part, that they don't make him non-racist just because he dated a black African American descendant woman. When I said descendant, we're not pure black. Okay, okay, being feels because I know plenty of people. And one thing I would like us as a multiracial descendant community to talk about this. We know plenty of people who intermarried. Okay. Who hate the opposite side, and they, you know what I'm saying, I've seen this before. And why you think you have so many mixed race kids, and I'm multiracial myself, who are racist because they had parents who are racist towards each other. You know what I'm saying? Remember I told you about that old, sorry I said the cuss word. Remember I told about that old bitch that was part black and part Mexican that I had a problem with down there in they across the Jocko Center. A big nose, a heifer, dog gonna look like Betty LaFaya and / Felicia from Friday. Okay, her. Okay, she had I happened to overhear her conversation. Okay, because one thing she didn't like to find out speaking Spanish, but she part black. And she speaks my language. I'm mixed with English besides African American, French Creole, English, Native American. Well, they say English. Well, the Native American, that's my background. That's about how I got here. That's what I am. Okay? I went toe to toe with this girl. I didn't care if she was a doggone female, and I was going to defend myself. She put her hands on me. Okay? But I heard her conversation. Because not only did her dad, who's mixed with Native American and black, who was light skinned with curly hair, her mother was married to 3 brothers. One was half white, one was black, identified, whatever, and she called them all type of niggas. So I said, oh, no wonder this half black, half Mexican chick thinks she's not even black at all when the other Mexicans had told her that she's not even Mexican. I'm sorry, but I'm not one dropping saying, she tried to be the Sarah Jane version of the Latino version of Sarah Jane, Imitation Light, although the one who played in Sarah Jane on Imitation Life, she was part white and part Latina, but she, and part Jewish, but she played tried to mulatto Sarah Jane. Y'all know the movie Imitation Life. It's an old movie, came in 1959. Well, anyway, point is, it was 20 years before I was born. Anyway, point is, okay, she tried to sit here and try to front me, and you want to call me the N-word, and I want to go off on her. One time, she said, and I'm camel skin. She was lighter than me. I'm not dark skin. I call my skin. I'm black. I want to knock the most serious. I ain't care that I'm female. You say stuff like that, just like the dude down there in Arizona, like the 13-year-old racist Porcho out. I want to knock this Porcho. It's a collar Aunt your mama, BITCH out. When she said that, I don't forget that. I was going to make her hair. She want her hair straight. I was going to knock her hair straight. Yes, I was. I tell her like it is. Ain't about her being a female, but when you say stuff like that, I don't care if you're male, female, transsexual, intergender, I don't care if you're Caitlyn Jenner, I don't care what you are. You're not gonna disrespect me like that. I believe in mutual respect. I wouldn't say stuff like about you, so don't say it about me. Anyway, her parents, her mother, who was Mexican, she's like a white Mexican, like she was light skinned Mexican, whatever she was. Okay. Even though both her grandmas didn't accept her, okay, talking about the Mexican, the part black Mexican girl, I heard her telling other stupid cooning brothers at Job Corps about how, cause they're talking about my mama say this to my stepdad, whatever, and they say nigga this, and so she comes and say, well, yeah, she said, nigga this, nigga that. I said, excuse me, if I was one of them doggone brothers, I'll cuss her behind out, and she do put her hand on me, I would defend myself. And trust me, I don't care about male, female, gender, and I don't care if you're Christian, not Christian, female. Caitlyn Bruce, you know what I'm trying to say. Caitlyn, I don't care what you are. You ain't gonna you can call me no doggone nigga. I don't like it. These thug brothers call me nigga. You think somebody else call me a nigga? No. I have more class than that. Anyway, point is, so that's how I said, no wonder this girl, first off, before the majority of people African descent started coming to Job Corps, she was telling folks, well, I see myself a Mexican, and they asking questions. I say I'm African American. Why say now you black and Mexican? Why can't you have to say you just Mexican and then deny whatever she said, okay? But point is, and I couldn't stand it. I'm serious. So point is, there are racist people, and I see on before I saw that old ugly Betty LaFayette thing, Betty LaFayette Felicia looking thing. I never forget on Jen Jones, there was these two mixed race women. There was part black and part white, and their white mother was very racist towards them, called all type of niggas. I'm sorry, that's why I lose respect for the parent right there, okay? Because if I was one of them daughters, I'm sorry. They had to get me on police. I'm serious. I don't. That word nigger and other stuff like that. I don't care if you brought me in this world. You shouldn't brought me in the world if you don't want me to be. If you don't want me to be here, it don't make no sense. I just forgive, but I just have the respect for the parent. Everybody, well, you should know your mom that way. No, excuse me. When these parents act like jackasses, sometimes they get what they deserve, just like the children do. When your parents not being abusive towards you, you're going to be ugly towards them. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? That's wrong. I believe mutual respect. Like I said about the child, and I mean, the student and the teacher, and the officer and the civilian. Mutual respect. But at the same time, you get to follow the doggone law. Okay? And that's what the one thing I had to, everybody clowning Don Lemon. Everybody calling Don Lemon talking about we need more evidence, which is true, because I want to know, besides, we already seen the video of this officer being aggressive, which I say if it was a blonde hair, blue eyed girl, he would did this differently, okay, like they did Darren Wolf, okay. I understand that that's wrong, okay, what he did to the sister, but the sister should have understood this is the law, because we even the thugs and gangsters and cholos at my school, even though they try to act like her, they left when the law came in. That's why we had to have police at our school, okay? Okay, when they being disrupted in class, want to fight somebody, they want to cuss each out. When a teacher was not doing nothing wrong with them, because we did have this from teachers, the ones I'm not, the ones who disrespected us, I don't have no slack on for it. I'm just letting them know they get what they deserve, because I believe mutual respect. Point is, you know, but when you had teachers who were very nice, who being nice and kind to you, who try to treat you like a human being that you are, and you want to be ugly towards them, that's when I'm, saying, I'm sorry, we had to get the police on you and deserve to get arrested. I'm sorry, because I'm sorry, you can call me a coon, whatever. I seen this growing up, okay? And it wasn't too extreme like this, but we knew if we act the fool in our school and the police right there, we're going to get arrested, we're going to get kicked out of school, we're going to get our education, we're going to juvenile, or we go to jail. Especially when I was in school, I tried to fight in school on purpose, defending myself. They told us when we get to high school, if you fight in high school, you're going straight to jail. They was don't ever you get arrested, okay? I never forget, instead of me wanting to fight, I was a snitch. I threatened people who tried to fight when the bullies would ever try to fight me, put their hand on me. I was going to tell the law, and they know I had a big mouth and I was going to tell, okay? So point is, that's the whole reason why, you know what I'm saying, that's the whole reason why that I disagree. That y'all disrespect Donald Trump. He like what's it called, Raven-Symoné? No, he not. I have not heard Don Lemon say anything about not hiring Walla Mondre, although I think the stupid name of Walla Mondre is stupid. At the same time, on my other view, I said that that's wrong. What if Walla Mondre needs to work and eat food? Y'all don't want her on food stamps, so why not give her a job? Regardless her name is Walla Mondre or Alejandra Isha, whatever, okay? Whatever her name is, give her a job, because everybody deserves a job on job. And a man don't eat, a woman don't eat, a man don't work, a woman don't work. Well, I know the Bible said the man, but still, a person that does not want to work does not eat. Okay, so I tell you like this, even though I'm on welfare, at least I work part-time so I can support myself. So I want to be on the system because I'm trying to get out the system. Okay, so point is, that's the whole reason why. So I have to say it like this. And then too, the reason why I also had to, I'm not a big fan of Thomas O'Neill, but I had to agree that you know, she did disrespect that brother, that man of African American teacher. Okay, and even though she did not in the video, she would not want to get me serious, and that was wrong. Okay, I agree that was wrong. What Ben Fields did. Okay, and once again, we'll go back to about the mixing thing. Men, I just mentioned that I'm mixed with Caucasian, besides African American, Native American. They were slave masters. Consensually, they had sex with slaves. We saw the movie Queen. Okay, Halle Berry plays, Wade Simone played Queen as a little girl, and Halle Berry played her as the adult version of Queen. You know, as Haley, who wrote the book Roots. That was his paternal grandmother, who's part white and also Cherokee and black. Okay, well, anyway. That don't mean nothing because this man had a sister as a girlfriend, okay? And I'm assuming, because I'm attacking all angles, okay? I'm assuming this is Sakata and your mama. I'm assuming it's Sakata and your mama, the ones that probably get mad about some brother going with a white woman, excuse me. But she would go with a white man any time of day. The slavery repeats itself because we're not being changed with the psychology of it. And that's why, and one thing I will mention is, the ones y'all getting mad, and I'm not being a coon because it says, like I say, I grew up with students like that in the classroom who not want to move out and had to get the security. At least, like I said, the thugs, the cholos, the gangsters, and all the stuff I'm talking about, and all the stuff that back in the day got up when the police offered. They didn't want to get arrested. They were scared of the cops, okay? They can sing F the fuck the police all they want to, but they were scared of the cops. That's why they say snitches get stitches. But now these young folks, they don't care about getting arrested. They get me arrested, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Attitude, and yeah, they get dealt with. Okay, so yeah, okay. But going back to Ben Fields, this just because he has a doggone girlfriend as African American descent does not mean that he's not racist. Okay, I'm sure that my grandfather, who was white, who probably was a slave master, even though there was free people of color in Louisiana, because Mr. Creole, who did intermarry with white people, okay? They probably loved black women too, okay? And someday there was rape going on too, okay? But they treated brothers and people African descent like trash. And let me explain why I used the term Sakata and Chimama and Will Lynch, Beige, and everything else we want to call it. Because if you read the Will Lynch letter, okay, that's why some brothers like Thomas O'Neill have problems with sisters. Not every one thing he's gonna say. Not every sister's like that. The ones in the videos acting a damn fool. Who I would not even want. Not because they're black. Any woman that acts that way, I wouldn't. For example, Evan is Latina, from El Lazada. I ain't like her attitude on Basketball Wives. I wanted Jennifer to beat the crap out of her, okay? And Jennifer, who was a brown skinned sister who also meant she had white in her family, that makes her mixed. She wanted, and I thought she was scared, the woman, but he was telling me, no, she don't want to get arrested. She want to fight the right way, which is more intelligent. But I wanted her to snap out and beat the crap out of Evelyn, okay? Point on Basketball Wives, Miami, okay? Point is, I still starting to like Evan now, so she has changed. She talked to what's her name from the one from the OWN channel, the sister from OWN channel, a very spiritual woman. Okay, after she talked to her and she started to change her ways, I started to like her. But when she was acting ghetto or ratchet, I don't like no woman acting. I don't care if she a Latina or white woman, but I just don't like that. Okay, on time you can be ghetto and ratchet when someone try to do something to you that's different story, but not just trying to start shit and try to fight and act a damn fucking fool. I don't like that. Okay. Well, anyway, next letter, okay, it put the one thing, I'm not a Farrakhan person, but his daughter is correct. They put the sister over the brother, meaning the black woman, what we say, because we're not using the black, once I rule terminology, but Coco black woman over the black man, whether he was a mix or whatever, a peer, whatever, okay? You couldn't go, if I was a brother back in slavery, couldn't go to the white man, had to go to the sister. And she was in charge, so she felt that she was the head of the household. She can talk trash to you. She can do anything. That's why you have a lot of brothers who've been mentally disabled, try to say, thinking they don't need to work. They have a woman take care of them. That's why I tell people, why you single? Why you don't want to give us no? Because I don't want a woman taking care of me. I'm barely working a part-time flexible job at a department store, but I don't want to be no woman taking care of me. Okay, I want to take care of my woman and take care of myself first, and then take care of her and the kids. Okay, so I believe that men are supposed to be here of the house, so not no woman unless she don't have a man that's on time. Okay, call me misogynist. Blame God for it. Hello? So point is, so that's why I said it was not always rapes. Okay, not because I'm mentioning my mixed background, but you had some sisters back in the day who was sleeping with master, who was in charge over the black identified, black classified man, okay, who talked trash to them. That's why you have this situation going on today. Okay, and Sister Farrakhan, well, I'm not for no Farrakhan. I'm not for Nation Islam in this permed hair. Let's get that straight. I'm not, and I claim Miss Harris. I'm not for black separation, and we mixed up, and we should be a part of society since our ancestors who were African descent, besides our Native American ancestors, helped build this country. Okay, so point is, she was right. She said, "Know your place." So when I say Sakata Aunt your mamas, because we had Aunt your mama back in the slavery days. And they always remember the image of always being happy around by the white folks, you know what I'm saying? And treat them like doggone respect, but treat kids. So you have these sisters being abusive to their kids, like the Baltimore mom, okay? Treat, especially the male child, like she did down in Baltimore, okay? Like shit. And that was, if you read the Will Lynch letter, that's to keep him mentally, physically strong, but mentally weak. Okay? That's why I see brothers feel helpless. That's why the African brothers come over here, they don't think like, or they excel in school and stuff, and they rise above the oppression here. They don't have that slave mentality in the Caribbean brothers, and also the Afro-Latino, you know, the ones who look brothers, you know, look like a African descent from Latin countries. They rise above that. That's why they say foreign blacks got more money than American ones. Okay, so right there on Wikipedia, that's true. Okay, it seems to be very true because a lot of Africans do have money compared to we do. Okay. So that's the reason why that you have brothers like Thompson Yo who do not like sisters. It's because some of these sisters, I say all, who no matter light skin, dark skin, they treat their son like shit. They treat some treat the dad like shit, or they treat the dog on what's it called the man, the boyfriend and husband like shit. And they think they run the household, make more money because that's what corporate America do. Because I always tell they basically taking our jobs. And I always tell some people who are African American, we ain't messing. I see a lot of sisters working here. Okay, and you just got because that's the case. Everybody who's African American would not have a doggone job, but a lot of sisters get more jobs than us brothers. So of course they want the program is to make her have more money than the brother. They don't want the brother having no doggone money. Get that straight now, okay? So I've been to Sakata. So Bean Fields' girlfriend is probably Sakata Aunt your mama, bed wench, okay? Who will kiss up to the white? I'm sorry, and I'm not knocking down sisters who marry a white man because I'm mixed with white. My doggone self, and I do admit it. But I had dealt with sisters who would treat a white man, corporate America, and other places, treat a white man or Hispanic man where better they treat a brother. And they want to know why some brothers do not want to date them. And I tell you like it is. I'm not going to sit here and lie and hold my tongue up, okay? They want to lie, and us brothers, I'm sorry, just like we get treated like shit from the white racist people, we don't want no sister or the other brother treating like shit either. That's why I don't play around with that black on brown, I mean brown too, but black on black stuff either, okay? You don't get treated like trash the way you treat me, even though I'm supposed to turn my cheek with everything. I'm still having a hard time doing that, okay? I tell you like it is, okay? Because I'm tired of that bull crap. Just because you was raised back today, especially to older ones, they think they can talk to you like shit. But they will talk to white man about the same age as you. Yes. So that's what type of this being Phil's girlfriend, probably one of them doggone Sakata Aunt your mamas who just got happy, and even if he's a racist white man, just as long as he's white, that'll be her husband. Cause she tired. Cause I one time I worked with a sister, some light skinned, bald headed hoe. Yeah, I call that. sister at the Census Bureau back in 2000. I mean, I was getting a process. She was going to school at the Earl Marshall Law School here in Houston and everything. But she one time said, "I'm tired of these old brothers. These bro, I'm gonna give me a white man." Now I told her, I'm not against you, man. You know, they who you want, man. But don't say here all of us are broke, okay? And she don't know, like I said, this whole winning syndrome still go to this day. Okay, and that's why sisters get more jobs than brothers. So it ain't about Mexicans taking away jobs. Okay, that's getting tired of hearing that on comment. Okay, but she sit there and say, yeah. I said, excuse me, and I'm mixed with, and I told her, so I'm mixed with black European, and anyway, you're a black. I said, excuse me, I'm not pure black, I'm mixed. I told her to her face. At the doggone job, on the clock, yes. I told her, but everybody didn't say nothing then. And I told her about the one job rule was no longer law. I told her that I was 20 years old, going to like 2000, okay? I never forget that. We were working at the Greenspoint office of the Census Bureau. Don't forget that, okay? I told that old bad bitch, bald-headed heifer off. So I told her, let her white man, but if you get one of them racist one, like the one that's slaying that sister around, don't come knocking at my down door to help me come march for you and protest for you, because I'm not doing shit for you. That's how I run there. You can call me all type of sell-offs, but like I tell folks, when you sell me out, don't get back. Yes, I call me, go to my mulatto instincts, whatever, because I'm mixed with mulatto, okay? I will sell your ass out. I don't care if you are a brother or a sister. Don't play that shit with me. I will do you the same way and 10 times worse you do to me. Okay? That's how I am. Okay? So, that's why I'm saying. Because there's no in the world this sister will go with this. Because like I said, even though I'm still asking that sister questions, how she acted in the classroom. Because she disrespect their brothers. See, that's the one thing I have to agree with Thompson. Their brothers, adult brothers do not get respect from these children, okay? I'm not talking about beating the crap. I'm not for it, because they're going to actually turn against everybody when you beat up somebody, because anybody going to beat somebody. That person, like I grew up, I want to kill the folks who beat me and whipped me and respect me. Yes, I did, okay? So that's the bunch of doggone argument right there. I don't want my kids to think that about me. Point is, the brother 9-10 will soon ask that sister to get out the classroom. She want to do shit in the classroom. But no, she chose to act a fool. And then when she chose to act a fool by now, she don't have to get loud and mile out. She just sit there and be in her own body language, refuse to move out. When he got to get the white man. It's sad you have to get these white men to straighten these folks out. I mean, call sad, but it's sad. It's just sad, okay? She refused to listen to the white man. That's a shot right there, because down here in the South, they'll listen to a white man, but they'll listen to a brother. That's why in this situation, and he dragged her, okay? I'm not for the dragon port. I'm not for a dragon port. I do believe that being Fields is a racist. I don't care if he is sleeping and knocking down a sister, like they do in Scandal or back in slave days, okay? I don't care about that. Okay, because I said the same thing about if this one was a pure, blonde, long hair, blonde, white girl, white 18-year-old woman in a classroom, they would not treat her like that. Okay, but she should abide by the law, because at least, and I told you, we had students like her in the classroom. They walked away. They got scared of the law. These kids here young dudes, young folks, young women, ain't scared. Call law. Okay, call law. And then when the laws lock them up, they want, why you snitched on me? You wrong for that. No, you shouldn't did the shit. You know it's against the law, don't do it. I understand if you and I know something was not against the law, but I was told to follow the rules in school and follow the classroom. So that's all I have to say about that. But I don't, I'm sorry. I do think that being Fields should be, fired from his job and at least charged. Okay. The other sister that got arrested, I don't think she had nothing wrong. She had a right to speak up mind. This is America. Bill Fields free speech, so she shouldn't have got arrested. They say this police officer was being aggressive all the time. As I said, I think that's why he's a racist. Because he was a opponent of dumb in white school. He would not have been aggressive because the white cops, not all of them, but some of them, in my school, middle school, they're aggressive to those who have African American, Hispanic descent in my middle school, and it was always nice to white kids. So I saw that growing up. Okay. But at the same time, I knew one stupid redneck cops came to me and told me to move, I'll move. I'm not going to sit here and try to fight against these people who got more power than I do, legal power than I do, okay? Fight against them or try to resist what they're trying to do. Because I ain't trying to get nobody, a white racist man, in jail. That's the whole point of my doggone video. Because I don't look white, although I'm mixed with white. Black, white, Native American is my roots. But my mama's side, that's how we are not pure African, okay? But since I look, they one drop mess to them, okay? I'm not going to sit here try to be no white racist man in jail and be another doggone stupid statistic. That's the point of my video, okay? She should know better. It ain't like that she just mentally unstable. She knew to get out the class, like I say, she didn't listen to the brother. And I'm shocking she didn't listen to white men because usually they would listen to white. I'm sorry. It's down here in the South. I mean, that's South Carolina. It's more southern than Texas. But that's how I see a lot. They'll listen to a white man and then listen to someone of African American descent. Okay? All right. But it's easy. But I forgot these young kids and young adults today, who younger than me, they don't care about nothing. They just want to be thuggish and hood rat and ghetto and I'm just like it is and trail trash with everything else. They don't care about it. They'll fight against the law, but when they get arrested, they want to boo-hoo about their arrest record. Okay? So, at least when I almost got arrested from almost fighting this big old. Sorry, I know about my neighbor. I moved to an apartment due to the mildew. I don't have no mildew. My other apartment had mildew. Okay, I thought it was mold, but it says mildew. Okay, I'm glad that I got out of that apartment because they had we almost, y'all know about what happened on 1st of February of last year. Remember talking about that last year. Okay. There was a dark-skinned cop, and he told me, he told us if we talk again, we're going to get arrested. And I went to the Ben Taub Hospital because I ran out of medications about bipolar. I almost going to commit suicide because I told you I ain't getting no white man in jail, okay? Especially living in KK, Texas. At least I have the scare and respect for authority on that level. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not suggesting for us to commit suicide. But my point is that young woman didn't care what the man said. Okay, so that's my point in my video. I hope y'all overlooked this awful coon thing, false version of coon mess. When it's not been a coon, it's called common sense. I'm not going to try to talk down to the cop. I almost did it before. I admit that I done it before and I almost got arrested for that, okay? I'm going to do what they say because I ain't trying to get no arrest record. Like I said, my arrest record is no arrest record at all. I have a clean record, okay? So that's the whole reason why, and I get tired dealing with some people who, when I was looking for work, thought that it was people of my own African American ethnic group who thought that I had, and some Hispanic too, thought that I had a arrest record. I said, excuse me, my record is clean. You can check it. You want to check my ID? Come on now. But I'm not trying to get in, if I was to go to a jail cell, I know committing suicide sends you to hell, but that's hell on earth. I'm serious. I was going to take whatever I can. So I went to the hospital because I ran out of medication. I'm serious. I will do it. I'm serious. Just tell it like it is. I'm not trying to make a threat, but I'm just saying, that God forbid I go to jail because I'm not trying to get no. I'm trying to be nobody else's bitch in jail. When people say I was gay, I don't like dick. Just say it like it is, and I don't want nobody try to shove it on me. Okay. I don't want to get beaten up. I want to be called type of niggas and everything from those doggone correctional officers. I don't want to do no prison racist gangs in prison, black or brown, white or whatever in prison gang. I don't want to deal with almost getting killed by a shank because you can't trust no matter what color or you can't trust nobody in jail because they'll try to do something to you, and be your friend. I heard bad stories in jail. So people coming from jail. So that's the whole reason why I at least respect the law. Than to sit here and try to fight the law. You know what I'm saying? So that's my point about that sister. That's what she should have done. So yeah, I heard. I don't want to hold y'all long, but I heard y'all heard my video. I'm for her friend fighting against fighting for her justice. Okay, but the sister, of course, is wrong what he did to her. I can't also condone her not listening to what that brother who's the teacher told her to leave. At almost 18 years old, you should know to follow the school rules and the law. Don't try to fight it. It's no use to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like suicide, like I mentioned earlier. It's like suicide, okay? There's a reason to try to fight against that. If you're a teacher, no matter what color it is, tell you to get out the classroom, that means to get out the classroom. Don't try to argue down because you wasn't doing your work, you wasn't doing whatever, okay? And like I say, the same thing about the Hispanic, Latino Portugal dude, and I call him a Portugal because he's trying to act like he's white when he wasn't. Down there in Arizona, 13 years old, trying to fight a grown brother who was a substitute teacher, and he slammed him down when he got called a nigga. I'm glad he did. Okay, I'm sorry. You can wait and call me, nigga. I don't care. Now, if you're a little kid, a different story, like the little kid, like a white kid down there who was 7 years old, who don't know better. But when you're 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, 17, you're in your adolescence. That means you're going towards your adult age. You should know by now never to call somebody the BITC word since you're Hispanic, since he was Hispanic, or the N word. You know that, okay? So they ain't like that you were raised in the white. I'm not saying because the minority, I don't care if anybody says minorities can be racist too. I don't care if they don't have power or not. It ain't like that you was raised in a Ku Klux Klan household and you not know shit. But when you're a minority, you know that what's right and what's wrong. You know that stuff is racist. I don't care if your parents taught you that call somebody the N word, WICK word, SPIC or whatever. You know that stuff is wrong and it's racist. So at 13 years old, he know he was doing wrong. Okay, so that's why I have to bring up that video because I don't call me no coon. I'm not two birds in a stone. These young kids, I'm for them to have protection, not to be beaten in school. I'm for, I'm talking about this and beating. I ain't talking about defending yourself. I'm talking about actually just, it is they skip school or something you want to pad. Okay, I'm against that as well. But when they try to approach adulthood, they want to fight a grown person. Trust me, they deserve to get their treat like a grown person. Since they want to step in that level, they need to know their place. That's my point. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.